Man, I really hate to kill it, but I don't want to keep. Ah, well.
It was a jam. That was a riff.
Let's go up a little bit. Let's a little bit longer.
Let's do it.
Man, that's just.
Jam. It's a good one.
Woo! Welcome to Acute Mania Live.
Hey,
That was Buzz Baldwin from Cleveland with the Ballad of Schmeg Letterman. And I'm not going to tell the story. I'd hope to have them on soon so they can tell their story. They told it at the show. So if you're in Cleveland or you have a chance to see Buzz Baldwin, go see them for sure because they're badass. They're not all instrumental. Just that song. And I think they're.
I was going to ask that actually.
Yeah, they're really good. And there's only 3 of them. The drummer's taller than me and got a wingspan taller or wider than me, and he's just sitting there going like this, like no problem. This is easy.
The best ones always make it look easy.
Zach, welcome back to the show from Catatoneya.
Great to be back. Great to be back. Happy to be here. Always good to talk with you.
Now. There you go. The man is back. You caught the clip that I made last night of the last time you guys were on back in 22.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe it's been that long, to be honest.
Life happens. Life just rolls on.
That's true. I was on was the one that I was on that was like the big collective one, right? I think it was to celebrate your 100th episode, or was it your 200th?
Was it the 100th or the year? I can't remember.
The year, maybe it was the year. Maybe that's what it was. Okay, I couldn't remember, but I knew it was some sort of celebration.
You were like walking down the street or something, weren't you?
Yeah, I checked in from my phone wherever I was. I think I was at the practice space and I had to go outside or something because we were in the middle of practicing.
We had a 3. Well, we just celebrated 4 years at the end of July this year, but
incredible.
Last year, and we had a great turnout then too. We actually one of the guys from Sweden joined us for the entire thing. We talked about tattoos.
That's awesome.
We had a really good show. The 3-year one was really good. The whole screen was filled with people. For the 3 years.
That's awesome, dude.
People. So it's just
awesome.
Crazy what this has done. This madness, this community, and this whatever this is.
Yeah, but I'm always glad to hear that you're growing too and expanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's. I noticed on. I think I remember on the last show I hadn't met you yet in person, and it was shortly after that I did, and was able to pick up this very comfortable. And I sleep in this every once in a while. And
hell yeah. Thank you so much for grabbing it.
Yes,
that's like the original design too. That's like our first T-shirt design.
It's very. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I do when I wear it,
but. Hey.
Okay, so before we get going here with this, I was starting to tell you this before we went live, and it's not going to hinder the show because I love doing the show, and nothing will ever get between me and the show ever. But this was kind of disappointing. So I'm working. I have a day job. This is not. I still don't make any money doing this.
Hey, me too, man. Me too.
I am an LLC now, so I did that at the beginning.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. But so I was working today, and I was heading to the next job site. I got hit by a box truck in my truck, a box truck. Okay, I've been sideswiped before, and it was like a mutual thing. It was both of our faults because there was nowhere to go, and we just hit mirrors, just mirrors.
Yeah.
This time, this guy could have hit me head on, because he destroyed
Oh, he was coming
front.
in the opposite lane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like this is
Oh.
a road where there's no lanes though. There's not even white lines on the side. You know, it's West Virginia.
Uh,
We don't do that. You know, a lot of our roads don't have markings or anything. But like,
yeah.
I got over as far as I could because just beyond the road was an embankment that goes to a stream. So there's really nowhere I could go. But I stopped because I could see him coming around the turn, and
Right.
he had room to get over or stop. I mean, he could have just stopped also or slowed down at least. He didn't do
Yeah.
any of that, and you know, split seconds. I thought he at least saw me, and just maybe he couldn't stop, but nope. He hit me about the same speed he was going around that turn, which wasn't like fast, but you know, it was probably a good 30, 35.
Damn.
The,
Sucks that
the,
he made
the
no attempt though, you know.
this is the third time that this truck that I'm driving has had an incident happen, and none of them have been my fault. Well, the first one was a mutual fault. You know, there was nothing.
Right. Yeah.
So that one really wasn't my fault either. The second time I was hit coming back from West Side Bowl, going across the river where it turns to Pennsylvania, and
Yeah.
somebody was. I was in the left lane on the interstate, and you know, there's people. You know, trying to get on the interstate, and there was a line of 3 cars. The second car decided to go around the first car all the way into the left lane and hit me, and then take off up the road.
Dang.
I chased him going about 85, 90 miles an hour, and then I just gave up. I was like, he's not stopping.
Yeah, he's not stopping. It's also not
But
worth
it
try.
wasn't that
What do you
bad.
end up?
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't. I didn't really have to get it fixed or anything. It's just a little dent, you know. But you can't really
Yeah,
tell it's there.
adds
But I'm
character to
sure
a
he had
truck.
some damage. But I mean, like, and now today it's just like, son of a, you know, like,
Yeah.
and it's pretty bad. Like
That's a terrible feeling. I've
it
gotten in a
is.
couple small car accidents, and like when your like main mode of transportation's messed up, that's not a good feeling.
And it's not
Definitely
driving
not.
right. I got it home, but it's just not. Like, my buddy, well, Invisible Rob. I don't know if I talked about Invisible Rob the last time that you were on, but
You might
just
have
just my friend
been a
Rob.
while.
Just my friend Rob, and he's at work right now. But I was like, can you stop by on your way home? Because you know, I told him what happened, and I was like, he's pretty good
Is he
about it.
like a car guy?
Huh?
Car guy fixes
Yeah, well,
vehicles.
yeah. I mean, he just knows a lot about vehicles, you know, and
Right. Hmm.
like the way it should drive and things. And he's driven my truck before, so like it's just not. Of course, all the bells and whistles are going off because the mirror got ripped off, and that
Yeah.
has that bliss system in it. So, you know, as soon as you interrupt one system on a vehicle, and nowadays everything, but
Oh yeah.
it's just not driving right. And I don't know what it is. I can't. So I'm gonna have to look at it. But
Yeah, man. I hope that gets figured out for you.
me
Like I
too.
said, I've
But
had a
I mean,
couple little car accidents myself, and it's a big derailment when you
yeah.
have a problem with
I mean,
something
the
like
guy was
that.
really nice. I mean, he admitted fault. You know, it was right after it happened, and you know, so he's not gonna fight it or anything. You know, it was
Right.
definitely him. But and I mean, he had dreadlocks. He was cool. He looked like a music guy. I gave him a Keep Me Alive card.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I mean, he was nice. He was nice about it. You know, so that's all that matters.
Goes a
That's
long way in a
and
situation like that.
nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. You know, so
Yeah, I mean that's definitely. I know it sounds almost like corny to say, but that's like
well,
that's the
yeah,
main thing. You
it
never know,
is.
and car accidents can be bad, man.
They can be
Bad,
brutal.
bad.
Yeah, especially
Yeah,
just small accidents can be bad.
yeah. You never know, you know.
Anyway, well, we got that out of the way. So I just wanted
Hey,
to fill you in on the rest of what happened. And my parents are in they're in Europe, so
well,
I couldn't tell them because they're 6 hours in the future.
yeah.
So it's like it was like 1 a.m. when I was after I got my because I filed my claim and everything. So I after I got done doing that, I was like, well, I got to call my dad. Well, I can't because it's 1 a.m. there. So
Hey, maybe he's up partying, you know, big Europe trip.
well, it is a cruise. They're like they went to Switzerland first, and then they're like my mom shares
Love
the
to go.
location. So when I was looking at her location, they're in the river because it's a river cruise.
Hmm.
So they're somewhere. It was near like France, and I don't know where the fuck. I don't know where they're at. So
Hey, sounds like a good place to be to be honest.
yeah.
That sounds like that'd be a great time.
Anyway, Zach, it's so nice to see you again.
Nice to see you
I
too.
see you still haven't trimmed your hair, which is
You
okay.
know what's kind of funny? I did a little bit. It was cut in the back, and now it's growing back out. So I'll
Well,
never
you know
cut it
what?
all the way
It's
though.
so glad to hear that Catatonia is still because I haven't heard anything from you guys in a while, and I think you when I was looking on your social media and stuff, you had said that at one point. What were you guys doing since I basically fill us in what you've been doing since 2022 when I met you up in Morgantown.
Yeah, there's so much stuff that's happened in the meantime. I've been trying to keep us like playing out of town. That's been something I've been really trying to focus on. So we've been hitting. I don't remember. I think this might have been before the last time I saw you when we went on like a big log, like 10 long for us, not
Well,
long
I know you
for
met God in
regular
Nashville.
bands.
You met God in Nashville. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was a 4-day thing, and then we did a 10-day thing later after that. But we've been mostly doing just weekends right now, just because it's a lot easier. You know what I mean? When you're like a smaller band, it's like, and especially we're not like getting paid enough money to make this a career right
You still
now.
have the original members? Everybody still in it?
Yeah, 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 sort of, yeah, yeah.
Is
We
Kyle still not talking as much?
Yeah, Kyle doesn't talk too much, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Kyle keeps to himself unless you know him pretty well.
Unless
Yeah,
you
we've been
listen
doing
to
a lot of
him.
weekenders and stuff, you know. I've been
Yeah.
trying to get us out to New York. I like playing out there a lot. We made some friends in Cincinnati. I know you're talking about the intro song band from Ohio because I'd love to go out and see them. We made some friends in Cincinnati and go out and play there. We had like a festival out there that was a lot of fun. You know, just trying to stay out like that. Local stuff too, you know what I mean? Trying to play everywhere as much as we can. But I've really been trying to focus on making sure that at least like a couple times a year or as many times as we can, we like, you know, make our
Yeah.
way out of good old Pittsburgh, you know.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love it here, but just that it's a big world out there, you know.
Yeah, for sure. When I saw you on the bill because I saw Haven State announce that show
Love Haven State,
in
yeah.
October, yeah, and I I'm a big follower of them too and friends with them and stuff and I saw that bill and I was like, oh wait, I see Catatonia on there. I wonder if it's the same
Yep.
Catatonia. Oh, of course it's the
Same
same. There's
Catatonia,
no
still
other
banging.
Catatonia that would be playing. So I was like
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hit them up because it's been I didn't how long at that point I hadn't looked back and seen how long ago it's been. But like I love having previous guests on just because it's just what have you been doing since and
Yeah.
how we both have changed since then.
Yeah.
It's been
It's good to
it's
just catch up too, you know. It's good to get
yeah
to
for sure.
talk to you
And
after not
I'll
talking
see
to you
you
for
in
a while.
October at the show. I will and we can catch up then.
Right,
But we're
hell
gonna
yeah.
have to yell at each other because of the
True, yeah. I know the drill.
it's just a little bit better way to do it. So
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I mean
But yeah, you have new
I'll never
music
let
coming out.
Catatonia die. I'm keep it pumping as much as I can, you know what I
If you
mean?
ever need anybody
Whatever
to
it
play
takes.
like shitty guitar or something, call me up because I can do
Hey, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Maybe we'll add on a second guitarist.
that. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Just
All
you
right,
need to
man.
keep your I can play a little bit of drums, but not as good as you guys do it. I just can't. I love the style and the music's. The new stuff is. I listened a little bit to Heat. I didn't want to listen to the whole thing, and I didn't use cans, so we'll do that here later. We'll do a little
Yeah, I
teaser of the
figured that'd
new
be
one.
something fun for you and for the show. That song's not even out yet. It's coming out September 21st, and the music video is coming out a week before it on September 14th. So
Sweet.
figured no one's heard that. No one in the public's heard it yet, except for this will be the first time. So yeah, that's what I
That's what I
thought. That's
do.
what I thought. I thought it'd be
Well,
exciting.
I'm the
Yeah.
media, so I get perks like that, right? I'm
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
the
A media and a good guy, so you get
Oh, I get
plenty
I
of
get
perks
both
like
I
that.
get both things.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that one's not even out yet, and stuff came out like what, July. We played a festival on the same day around here. Nate organized it. It was for like kind of just sad, but it was for his friend, his bar buddy that took his own life, sadly. So Nate organized this big festival, the whole deal, all the proceeds go to charity. The guy really liked music and stuff, so it was like that. And we released that single on the same day that
Right.
that festival came together. Festival went really well too. I forget the number they raised, but it was a good number. Hope for a Day, whole
Yeah.
thing. It was really nice.
It seems it
And that
seems
single
like
came out the
it
same
seems
day.
like there's a lot of Pittsburgh artists that do a lot for charities. Like Drink
Yeah,
Heavy was I just saw on their stories that they're doing something for was it Rock for Life pretty soon.
yeah.
And um Small Yay, you know them, right?
Yeah, I do.
They do a lot of stuff for raising money and stuff. And that's I've been to a lot of places and I've met a lot of bands through here and in person, but it just seems like the Pittsburgh area is just the music scene is just all for like helping whoever needs
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I'm glad that's like a widespread thing. I mean, I'm not trying to boast and say that we do like every event's a charity event, but if one
Right.
comes up or something, or we have the opportunity to, you know what I mean? It's
It
always
seems
good
like
to do
bands
something
just
good for
jump on
people.
board for that, and everybody's
Yeah,
down to
I'd
do
love
it.
to do that. We've done
That's
quite a few. There was like Across the Dawn. You ever heard of them?
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, they
I've
did
heard of them.
I forget the name of the charity or the event, but it was like a recovering addicts sort of charity event we did like a while ago.
Yeah.
We put together, now this is I should know the name of this charity, but it's like an LGBTQ plus charity event we
Yeah.
put out together forever ago though at Mr. Roboto Project. I mean forever ago, but it's always nice to do something like that. I mean, it's great to get out there and try to like I love playing no matter what, you know, and it's great to get
I
out
don't
there
like.
and try to
I'm
bring
kind of
home a couple bucks in your pocket, but it's way better to be able to
I don't mean
do
to
it for
interrupt you
something
here,
that
but
helps.
I got to stop you on Mr. Roboto project. I was kind of on the fence in my mind about stopping you about this, but like it's I think it's hilarious. But I don't know if you like, I don't want to make you mad, and I'm not trying to make anybody mad, but I feel like I need to say this. They just lifted their mask mandate like
Yeah.
recently.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they did. Yeah, I know.
So,
Mm-hmm.
but I I just you know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah,
with you.
no, I mean that
I don't
they.
get it. I mean, like
Yeah, me either. I
dude,
mean,
I know I'm not gonna name names or anything, but I know who has it and stuff, and it's just that it makes sense for who has it.
yeah,
But like, it's just like, come on, like
yeah,
really?
without being too like overly into it, I guess. Like, you know, I mean, obviously that shit wasn't fun for anybody, and there was a
No,
time where I feel
I
like
got COVID. It
reasonable
sucked.
regulations were like cool. They
Yeah,
kept that going for a very long time, though. I think that's just like that side of the scene's very like socially conscious. You know what I mean? And I feel
yeah.
like maybe even overly at points, but like maybe that's why they made that choice or whatever.
I
But
mean, I
maybe
didn't
they.
comment when they did that. I mean, that's all other people comment, and then it was pretty much, you know, it makes sense. You know, they weren't
I mean, at
wrong.
the end of the day,
It
in
was
my
hard
eyes,
to
it's
do
their
this.
space if that's what they want to do.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
they have
mean?
like a
They
membership
want to
thing
have people wear
anyway, right?
masks forever. It's their space. But like,
I mean,
I
it's a
do think that
membership.
it was a little long running.
It's like a club membership kind of deal set up, also, right? It's
I
DIY.
think it's like a club membership. It is. They do have something like that, and I think it's also that's for like being more involved with the space, not just like going to shows. You
I
know what I
still got
mean?
to give them credit for having a venue and having a place for kids to play.
Yeah, I mean they've had a place for a long time, especially
Yeah,
for a little
I was
DIY
actually
place like
there when
that.
they first opened a long time
Really?
ago. Yes, like
Was it in a different space before they were in
I think so. Yeah, I don't remember it. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't at all like where it was. This was like '03 or '04 something. I mean, it was a little
Yeah,
while
that's
ago.
long before I was going there. I know that they had a different space originally though, and then they moved into the one they're in now.
It
First
was
time
like a
I went
new
there was in
spot.
high school to
Yeah,
see Weird Paul rock band. If you ever
Weird
heard of them,
Paul. No, but
check them
that's
out. They're fun. They're fun.
that would be a great guest already. I mean, just the name in itself.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know him at all, honestly. I have him on social media and stuff, and I've seen his band
Weird
around a couple
Paul.
times. Yeah, check him out.
Is it weird?
I think it's kind of almost like a I mean, I don't mean to speak for him or anything,
Sure.
but like I feel like it's almost like there's definitely an element of like comedy to a lot of his stuff too. So like I
That's
feel like it'd be fun.
See, I've never had a comedian on here. I've since probably since you run in 2022, I've had an illusionist twice, well, three times
Whoa,
on the show. The same guy that
the
has
Acute Mania Magic Show.
well, sort of, but he's an illusionist. You can't call it magic. He kind of gets upset when you call it magic.
Okay, okay,
But
my
it's funny
bad.
because I do a magic trick on there that he knows also on that show the last time he was on and
Yeah,
before. So you can see how I've developed. I could actually probably do it for you here in a second. I have to get this
I'm
going.
down. I'm down to see this trick.
But and then I had a guy from Pittsburgh. He's a mentalist. His name's Seth Newstein. Have you heard of him?
Wow. Mm-mm.
We hung out at a. I was actually up there to see Amplifiers and Dragonfly Effect, and then but so after that show, we went over to was it Lawrenceville? Is that the name of Lawrenceville?
Mm-hmm.
To this
That is the name of
artist. Mhm.
a Pittsburgh place. Yeah, that's it's like
Yeah,
right
yeah,
across
like
the street from Mr. Smalls,
right,
like the
yeah.
bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep, we went up there, and it was a house, but it was made out to be a cigar club. It was like a the guy there's a guy in Pittsburgh that's famous for his cigars. I can't remember his name; it's blanking me right now, but he's famous. He's basically famous around the world for guitar or cigar guitars for cigars. And so Seth like is really good like buddies with this guy, and we had access to his private club where people that have the key can come up there and just hang out with whoever they want to. Seth
Yeah.
said he's taken a couple girls up there before. It was just it was a house, but like an older house. The area. So
Yeah, lots of
but
Pittsburgh
it was
places are
just.
older.
I mean, there was a case full of like liquor that it's like at least $2,000. You know, just chilling. Just
Yeah,
and he gave us some cigars. We didn't partake, but it was actually
not a big cigar guy.
Invisible Rob was with me, and he met us up there, and then but it was his birthday, and Seth knew it was his birthday, but he asked me a couple things about it, before this happened. I said, my buddy's coming up with me. It's his birthday. He goes, oh, and then he said, like where's he from, and like a couple other things. And it wasn't like the specific like things he could find on Google really.
Yeah.
But he did this thing in his mentalism, so it wasn't really magic. It was more like how did you like Kreskin? I don't know if you ever heard of Kreskin. It was kind of like that. It was just like how did you? But basically, he did this thing with Rob and on the show, and the ending of it was he handed out cigars that were already sealed up again, but it had Rob's picture as the label of the cigar.
Whoa, that's
I
pretty
never said-
crazy.
I mean, yeah, he could have got it but Rob's not on Facebook. His picture's like
Yeah.
everywhere on the internet. He just doesn't do that,
That would have blown my mind.
So I still don't know. There's a way he does things, and that's how they make money is to kind of trick our minds. But it's basically very easy,
He would have had me. That would have blown my mind.
It was cool. It was a great interview. I haven't talked to him for a while. I need to hit him up and see how he's doing. But yeah, he goes all over all over everywhere really, wherever he's requested to be, and does he'll do speaking. If somebody needs like a speaker for something, and but yeah, he's worked with the Pirates and the Steelers and stuff at their parties, and he'll go around to towns and stuff and do his things. So yeah, he's pretty nice guy. Pittsburgh is just the shit. They have everything, everything.
That's true. There's a big variety here.
What I was getting at was I've never had a comedian on the show, and if they're comedic, then they're taking care of both things. They're a band and they're
That's
fun.
true. Yeah,
Right?
that's true. You should hit him up. I'm sure he'd be down to do it. I mean, like I said, I don't know him personally very well, or I would maybe.
Are they in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Even better. Even.
Yeah, they're a Pittsburgh band. Going for a long time too, for what I know, because I was in high school the first time I saw him. First time I went to Roboto, and I mean, like, I'm 28 now, so it had to be like 10, 11 years ago.
Hold on.
Yeah, 28.
I thought you were at least a little bit older than that.
Nope, 28 years old.
My birthday's on the 15th of this month. How old do you think?
Oh, happy almost birthday! I'll have to remember to shoot you a message.
How old do you think I'm going to be?
4, maybe 5.
I'll let you think about it, and we'll listen to Stuck. Is that cool?
Okay, sounds good. Sounds great. Yeah.
Because I need a really good guess from you. Okay.
All right.
All right. Tell us a little bit about this song before we listen to it.
So Stuck, first, we've been playing it for a while. We normally open with that one. We've liked it a lot, so we decided to make it the first single. We have an upcoming record. We have a whole record recorded, should be out sometime before the end of the year. And this one just really like stood out as like, one that we should put out. It was kind of about just like being stuck in it, as in the name, stuck in like a bad place in my life, and calling a friend and like talking to them about it, and them helping me, get out of that, just like being able to talk to a person that's close to me was kind of what inspired that song, and it had a good feel, and when we recorded all the songs together, it popped, so we decided to put it on for the single, and we recorded it with the same guy. We always record with John Stoker. We love recording with John Stoker. He always helps us out. First Catatoneya song, I think I used a slide guitar on. If you listen to the chorus, there's those ascending melodies or whatever. I tucked a little slide guitar in there because do you like Queens of the Stone Age?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so I like Queens of the Stone Age a lot, and I noticed in listening to their music that there's a lot of places in random parts where there's like a subtle slide guitar that almost doesn't come across as a slide guitar, like making a background melody. And I was like, we had this song recorded, and lots of times when I'm recording like the main chunks of the song, guitar, bass, drums, vocals, we'll like go back over it and be like, where should we put harmonies? Where should we put lead instruments or whatever? And I was really on a kick of theirs at the time, and I was like, it might sound really good, like if I did something in the background that like almost doesn't sound like a slide guitar, but is like some sort of like complementary melody. So I added that into it, and I was really happy with that. Yeah, really happy with the way it turned out, Hopefully people like it and really like the record when it comes out too.
Well, they should, because it's definitely the Catatoneya sound that I know. So I can't wait to hear the rest of what you've come up with for the album. So
yeah,
here he is, Stuck by Catatoneya. Check it out. That's just got the that's the Catatonia feel, you know. That's what it
Yeah,
sounds
I'm glad it could come across in it,
like.
I'm
Yeah,
glad it could come across in it. It always seems like it kind of turns out like that, which I guess is a good thing, because I feel like we all like a lot of music, you know what I mean? And we don't really intentionally shoot for one thing, but it kind of turns out that way, which I think is a good thing.
yeah. It's spot on Catatonia. I mean, I think Aphrodite is probably my favorite song of all
Nice.
of
That's
all
one of my
time.
favorite too.
I mean, up
It's one of
well
my
up
favorites
up
too.
until this point because I haven't heard what you have coming. You know.
Right. Yeah, I got a whole new record to pick from
Yes.
now,
So I
or
might
soon.
have to shove that out of the way and have a new favorite. But yeah, that's always been my favorite one, and that's because it's I think that's probably the first one I heard, you know, back from like episode 36. You know, when I first had you
Yeah,
guys
that
on.
would make sense.
You
That would
know,
make
so
sense.
but I mean, but then in 2022 when you were on the second time, you were celebrating Solstice because you had just
hmm
released that, or was it coming out or was it released already? I can't remember.
I don't remember. It depends on what point in 2022. We
Yeah,
definitely, I think we released that.
I think it was December something of 2022.
Oh yeah, then it was out. We released that in February, I believe,
Yeah,
2022.
yeah,
I think it's been 2 years now,
yeah.
but I'm pretty
Don't
sure it was around
don't be
then.
living in the past. You know, it's the now. I don't
Keep
know.
moving forward, absolutely. I mean, I was really proud of Solstice though, still am. But and Aphrodite, Aphrodite was like I may have mentioned this last time, but there was just a lot of like really cool like riffy garage rock going around the
Yeah,
people I was hanging around there, and I was like I gotta try my hand at this, and so there's so much energy in it that it's always so much fun to perform too, because it's
yeah.
really like gets you
I
going,
used it on I used it on the last post that I made. You know, with the
Yeah.
one that I posted today after the box truck hit me. I posted it.
Dang.
I had
Yeah.
plans to post it way before that, but then that happened, and it was like, son of a, you know,
Life derails you sometimes.
when does it end? And it derailed me with a box truck, is what it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
bastard. At least he was nice about
Yeah.
it. Anyway, I'm okay. I'm over it.
Oh,
I'm
it's
over
all
it.
good.
I'm over it until it's fixed.
Hey, yeah. Hopefully it won't take too long for you.
Hey, I'm gonna put this in here real quick. I have several things coming up on the show that I'm super excited about, but it's kind of all over the place also. so me and you kind of planned this you know, let's just do a show this week. So that's why it kind of
Yeah.
wasn't really announced before, but I have some really cool and interesting genres of music coming up, leading into the end of September, which is gonna be crazy. But I think it's the see, I never remember dates, so I'm gonna have to look up in my dates, my reminders. You know, I have to remind myself.
Oh yeah, I don't blame you. I have a hard time remembering
I don't
anything.
know if it's Rochelle or Rachel. I haven't I don't know yet, but uh, Lauren is her last name. Rochelle or Rachel Lauren. She's from a band called Hellbent. Well, it's not a band. It's like her and a DJ.
Oh,
Out of
that sounds
Toronto.
interesting.
Out of Toronto.
Toronto.
The equivalent of the Grammys in Canada are called the Junos.
Yeah, I've heard
And
of that.
her DJ has been nominated 5 times for Junos, and I think
Wow.
I can't remember her credentials for that, but it's just this duo, and she's a fantastic singer, and she will be on the 13th, which is Friday, the 13th this year.
Let's go.
At 7 p.m. from Toronto. So we'll have her on, and maybe Vince, her DJ, he might be on as well. That'd be awesome if he was on.
That'd be incredible. Yeah, that's a good
And
kid.
then my birthday, this is a kind of a newer announcement as well, but my birthday, which is that Sunday, the 15th.
Hmm.
Oh, how old do you think I'm going to be on that day?
16, probably. 16 this year.
You're very close.
Very close, I bet.
I act that age a lot, but I will be 44 years young.
Hey.
Yeah, I know it's impressive, isn't it?
Honestly, I wouldn't have guessed. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
16 was a honestly 16 was a joke for comedic effect, but like I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't have guessed you were in your 40s though. That's doing pretty well, man. You're
Oh,
looking
I'm in
good.
my mid 40s, not just in my 40s.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
in my
looking good, dude.
Oh,
You're
wow,
looking
that's
good.
so nice of you. Wait till you see me in person. I don't. I have all kinds of makeup on. This is just like shit layout.
Oh yeah, all smoke and mirrors, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, To Bloom, which is a band that's been on. They were actually on in 22 as well, their very first time, and they've helped me out sporadically throughout, you know, up until now, just on different special shows and things. To Bloom from Portland, Oregon, will be on for that show at 8 o'clock for my birthday. So that's pretty sweet. Can't wait to talk to them.
Yeah, that is
They have
awesome.
an album coming out pretty soon too, and I've heard four of the songs, and it's no vocals yet, but they sent me the 4 tracks that you know what they have of them, and man, it's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like space weather ish, you know, space weather.
Okay.
Right? It's
Yeah.
kind of like that, like kind of mathy, but not too space weather. Space weather is very mathy,
Yeah.
ish, but this. I might have to use one of their songs. I don't know, or one of yours. We'll see.
Hey.
But that's the 15th at 8 p.m. And then the 16th, the very next day, it's like I don't rest around here, you know.
Yeah. It's good to be working.
A gentleman named George from Lowell, Massachusetts, has a project called Blood Wisteria, and this stuff is just this. It's like like early '80s style, like something. I don't just early '80s style is all I can really. Like anything you would hear on the radio, or like I don't know if Billy Idol would be like I don't know, but Blood Wisteria will be on the 16th at 8 p.m. So we'll see where the influence came from.
Yeah.
Then I'll be traveling to Smalls, where you guys are going to be playing. Dream the
Yeah.
Heavy will be playing with Chip and the Charge Ups. I've always wanted to see them. I have no idea who they are or what they sound like, but I've always wanted to see them, and they're playing that show at Smalls with Dream the Heavy at 8 p.m. on the 21st of September.
That'll be a good time.
Then, right before your show, because I'm trying not to schedule anything after the 24th, which is the very next show. There's a band in Germany called Obey the Kraken, or Kraken. I don't know how you say it, but you must obey. Anyway, but it'd be the second band I've had from Germany, and I'm pretty sure that this is probably the heaviest band I've ever had on my show ever.
Oh yeah.
I've done this. They're the most brutal sounding band that I've ever had, but I'm sure they're just very nice people, you know.
Well, it's kind of funny. I feel like lots of times when you find musicians that play super heavy music, or people that are super into heavy music, they normally do turn out to be the chillest, nicest people you can meet.
Out on their music already, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what they say. You know.
I can't wait to talk to them. That's at 2 p.m. on the 24th. I believe it's a Tuesday.
You said they're from Germany, right?
They are. Mm-hmm.
So when you have guests on here that are like from other countries, do you ever have a problem with a language barrier, or does that always seem to work out?
No, because not really, unless they bring it up because like through email and stuff. Because it seems like even if they have like, well, they sing all in English for one thing.
Okay.
Like, but I've had bands on before that sing in their native language. But if they can respond to me and their sentences look good, even if it's a translation,
Right.
at least one person in the band, and it's probably the person I'm talking to, can speak fluent. I mean, I've had bands on that
Right.
only one or two people speak because the other guys just don't. They're not comfortable with the language.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was just wondering about that. I don't know why that just
Yeah,
crossed my mind when you were bringing that up
I
because I
had a
was
band
like,
on from Hungary a few months ago, and they all didn't speak, but I mean they spoke enough where they just said their name and what they play. But other than that, that was, but I mean, that was interesting. I mean, Hungary of all places.
yeah.
But see, I'm trying to do all 50 states. That's going to be an easier task than getting like all 7 continents or all of the countries because there's like over, I don't know how many countries there are. There's a bunch.
Ridiculous amount, yeah, for sure. But also, I mean, hey, you're making pretty good progress on getting to the country, so maybe
I
you'll
have
get
15
there.
more states to get. 15.
Where haven't you got yet?
Oh man, Alaska.
Well,
I've
yeah,
never
you got me there.
not even gotten a bite on Alaska yet. But I've talked to a couple bands from Hawaii. That's another one. But nobody's
Yeah, I
bitten.
used to know a band from Hawaii. I played a show with them once, but
That doesn't help me
I'm
now, Zach. That doesn't help me
yeah,
now.
I'm not convinced they're around anymore. I'll give them a look up on social media, but that was a long time ago.
New
It was actually a
Mexico,
really cool night.
New Mexico, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Montana, Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa. The Plain States. That's kind of tough to get.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I've had everybody in New England other than New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Delaware.
Hmm.
Damn it! Everybody's playing music somewhere, or is it
I
Canadian,
actually
or is it
so
you know?
yeah, I mean, if I ever hear of anyone coming around from any of those places, I'll give you a shout. And I might know someone from Rhode Island that I could tell them about
That
you.
would be. And
Actually, we
see,
played in New York one time, and there was a guy that played. He's like a solo act, plays like acoustic, and it's
that
really
was
cool though. A lot of looper pedals, a lot of he's really good.
like
And
a one man band kind of deal.
yeah, sort
Nice.
of in
Yeah.
that realm. And he was playing. We played. What was the name of that place? Regardless, it was in Brooklyn, and he or Queens, and he was playing there, and he mentioned that he was from Rhode Island and has a little thing that he does out there.
Hell
So yeah,
yeah.
I'll send him
I
your
think
name and
it's because
stuff.
they're like pretty much the small states in the union. There's that group, so it's like,
Right.
but somebody's playing. Somebody's from there, and somebody. I mean, I've had the same band on from
Absolutely.
Maine twice. So like,
Yeah.
you know, but
People are playing music everywhere. You just got to find
well,
the people.
the only thing that I'm concerned about when I go like continents wise, like trying to get all 7 continents, is going to be very difficult because I don't think anybody even inhabitates Antarctica other than scientists. You know,
Yeah.
but
Maybe one of those scientists is a jammer.
yes, but
Yeah.
it doesn't all even have to be music. I mean, it could be comedians. Hey, there's a cat
Yeah.
on your shoulder.
Oh, that's my cat. That's my cat. That's my
Oh,
best buddy,
what's
Vision.
his what's his name?
Vision.
Vision. Ooh,
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good little guy. I didn't plan enough and I had to migrate to my kitchen because my laptop almost died on you. That's why
oh
I was doing the
shit.
spins. But
Oh
yeah, it's
good.
that's my little dude Vision. He's
Yeah,
3. I've had
Murphy.
him.
My cat Murphy was just in here. He co-hosts sometimes, but my bench is over there. So his bench. It's not my bench. But
I'm gonna
he's
put Vision in the band.
what is it?
Throw him in there. Vision's actually a little Easter egg. The music video that we have coming out on the 14th for the new single,
Mm-hmm.
Vision's in there. It's real subtle, but Vision's in there. So if you can
Like a
find
meow,
Vision, let me know.
meow.
Like visually. He's also in the other band I play in Tempered. He's in
Oh,
one
you playing tempered?
our music. Yeah, huh? I play
Yeah,
good.
let's
I've
get.
always played in Tempered.
Can we get tempered on the show? I've
Yeah,
been. I think that was a while ago that I hit them up. Hit one of.
for sure. I'll see. I actually we have practice tomorrow night. I'll mention it to him. I'm sure they'd love to do it.
But don't ask them. Say you must.
Yeah,
There's a
okay.
certain way
Yeah,
to deliver this.
I'll be like,
You know,
hey, we're gonna be
just be like,
on Acute Mania
listen.
Live.
Catatonia is a veteran on this show, and I'm pretty sure that we could hold that same status one day, but we got to do it one time first. Like
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll see him tomorrow. I'll see
I
him
know you'll make
tomorrow.
this
We'd
happen.
love to be on.
I trust you'll make this happen.
Yeah, I've been playing with them. Like, I guess technically they were a band a little bit before I started in, but like it was just our lead singer and the drummer, and they did like 2 shows that way. And then ever since then, I've been in that band. Kyle was
Cool.
actually in that band too at the beginning.
What does Kyle
He
do?
ended up
You remember the question? You remember the video? And
Oh, I came up with the question.
yeah,
I
I know.
remember the
That's
question.
hilarious.
Yeah, I think Kyle thinks we're a bunch of jokers. That's what Kyle
Sure he
thinks.
does. The man of very few words.
That's
Um,
true.
okay, who else is on the bill at Smalls with you in Haven State?
Oh boy. I know a lot.
Put you on the spot and make you remember this.
I know Atlas Decay was on, but they dropped. I think Foamer.
Yeah,
You know
Foamer's
what?
on.
Why try to remember when we have the miracle of the internet and I can just
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
up
I think
our
I even have the
fly?
flyer on my. I think I screenshotted the flyer. Maybe that's how I say it.
Yeah, so it's Source, Haven State, us, and Foamer. I'm really excited to play with Foamer.
Yes,
I talked
yes.
to them.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I was just really excited to play with Foamer because I've talked to them a couple different times about like playing shows, but dates just didn't kind of line up. So this will be the first time we got to play with them too. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Now, Source is the headliner, right?
Yeah, I don't think that they're not a
I don't know
Pittsburgh
much about
band.
them. I don't know much about them, but I might have to hit them up.
Yeah, absolutely do. I mean, hey, you'll be there, so get to talk to them. I
I'll
know
definitely be there.
they seem like they're a little bit of a like a bigger act, bigger than us at least. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
I listened to like one song or something. I can't remember if I did or not. I listen to so much shit all the time.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Really
And
good
there's so
shit.
much shit to listen to.
So much good shit that I listen to. Oh,
Absolutely.
if I may plug myself for a second, not the
Please
show,
do.
just myself. Um, so Acute Mania Live. The name Acute Mania Live came from what the hell is that? An oven mitt?
Keep going. I'm sorry.
Is it
It's
an
an
oven?
oven
Is it
mitt.
an oven mitt?
Yeah, it's a
I don't have
shark
any
if you
cool.
do it the
I
right
don't
way.
have any cool oven mitts like that. I need to get. You should make some Catatoneya oven mitts.
Oh,
That'd
that's
be.
not a bad idea.
I would definitely buy
Anyway,
those.
you got something going on for you?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. So,
Sorry.
so Acute Mania Live. The name Acute Mania Live came from Acute Mania, which just some stupid name I came up with to do like electronic music that I just posted to
Yeah.
SoundCloud, right? Back in the day. So I decided to bring that back and instead of just SoundCloud, I don't even know if SoundCloud's even on the list of DistroKid stuff, but I'm releasing an EP that's everywhere. And there's 4 songs. It's a 5-song EP. There's 4 songs out now. There's Quietus, there's Salvation, a Handful of Dust, and I can't remember the name of my own song, and the other one. So
The other one.
yeah, so the 5th one I just started on a couple nights ago, and it's just still too early in the process, but it's gonna be pretty much a culmination of all those. But it's based on like the philosophy of Alan Watts. I don't know if you've ever heard of Alan Watts.
I have actually.
It's very inspirational stuff. You don't have to, it's not like religion, like he like forces you to believe. But it's just he's a philosopher, and he was a Zen
Yeah.
Buddhist when he was alive. And I took some quotes of his and kind of it's electronic music, so it's
Yeah.
Salvation's kind of quieted down. He quiets down after Quietus, and then yeah, it's gonna be a really good EP, I think. So check it out.
Yeah. It's gonna be out under Acute Mania.
Yeah, it's out now. There's the 4 are out. Singles are out under Acute Mania on everything.
I'm gonna check that out right after we get off here. That sounds really cool, man.
Do it.
Also, I'd like. What were you gonna say?
I said do it. No, the other one's
Absolutely
the
will.
one I just put out. It's called The Secret. It just released a couple Fridays ago.
And do they all have Alan Watts quotes like mixed through them, or are they? That's
Yeah,
interesting. My favorite English teacher introduced me to Alan Watts back in the day. I was like a troublemaker, and I'd skip class all the time.
No,
And
not you.
anytime I
That
did,
doesn't sound like you.
no. He would invite me into his classroom when I was skipping class just because he didn't want me. He was nice to me. He didn't want me getting in trouble walking the hallways. And he would sit down and we'd listen to Alan Watts videos together. So I've
it's very I mean it's kind of like, oh, I didn't think of it like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And
is he the one that had like the life's a musical thing that you're not supposed to? It's like dancing. You're not supposed to get to one point. You're just supposed to enjoy the dance kind of thing. I think that was him. I'm not 100% sure, but I could have been another. That might have been I don't know, but I think that was him. That was because if so, that's one of my favorite little pieces by him.
The EP kind of explores, well, especially at the beginning, like what happens after you die. Nobody's made it out alive yet. Nobody can come back and tell us, even though they might have died on the table, or you always hear about those stories, and
yeah,
that might be true also. But nobody knows for sure what happens, and it's just basically what what his idea of that is. It's his
Yeah.
opinion. You know, don't like start worshiping me or him or like do whatever you want to do. But you know, it's I kind of just discovered him like within the past 2 years, so I'm kind of late to the party. But it's interesting. You know, it's just
This stuff's very interesting.
stuff. So I kind of there's a few things of him in each song, and this last one kind of culminates all that stuff, and just it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna build. This last one is gonna kind of build up. I don't know where it's gonna go. I can't tell you where it's gonna go, but I mean I have an idea of where I want it to go, but I don't know. You know.
Yeah. Hey, that's awesome,
I might
man.
have to hit you up for some Catatoneya magic in some spot of it. You know.
Yeah, let me know. I'm available to you. Let me know. That's really cool though, dude. That's really cool. It's cool that you're into that and you weave that into your creative stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring, because all that stuff that I put out before the show was even thought of it was fun to do, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to put out another one. And I was originally going to do a compilation album of like previous guests, for the show.
Yeah.
But everybody's busy doing their own thing. I'd rather them be creative and make their own music.
True. Yeah.
Another down the road we'll do that. And
I mean, it's a goal to be worked towards for sure.
Did I tell you about the I can't remember if we talked about that I always wanted to do like a Cute Me Live festival.
Oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be really awesome.
I was planning it for a little bit, and then kind of, I don't really want to talk about it, but kind of get.
I think now that you mention it, I think you did mention that you were like in the process of planning it at one point. I think you did talk about that.
That went through the shit bag pretty quickly, but that's a whole nother story. But
it's hard to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it is. I've read about other people like starting festivals or people that have done them, and just how much work it is.
It's a lot of work.
Just securing funding and getting this and that.
It's a lot of work.
So maybe one day we'll do that when I'm in a walker doing my show.
Hey, I mean, honestly, so Nate, when we did Fitz Fest or whatever, he had it at Ormsby. You've been to Ormsby, yeah?
I have not been. That's the one venue I haven't been to yet.
Oh, you got to check it out. That's another like classic Pittsburgh DIY place. And I don't know. You'd have to obviously get in talks with them, but they were willing to do that with Nate, and it was like a charitable cause kind of thing. So maybe that was.
I want to do something like that with it too. Yeah.
Yeah. Then like you should get in contact with. I know that's a little bit. It's not exactly in your backyard, but like.
No, Pittsburgh is my backyard, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there's lots of good artists around here that would be, willing to be involved and stuff. And they did it so that like Fitzfest had inside of Ormsby as a stage. It had a stage over across the street. There's a bar called Ormsby Cafe that has shows sometimes. They had a stage over there, and they also ran a small acoustic stage. So it was like a 3-stage festival. So you can do like a whole fest there. I mean, as long as given that everyone's willing to like do something like that again, but it went really well, so it'd be worthwhile to look into.
I'm grateful to have a huge network of Pittsburgh folks that not only been on the show, but like just that I go to see and I could hit up at any time, about what,
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Seems like you have enough strings to pull that you get this festival off the ground.
I'm pull the shit out of them too when I need them.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
All right. I think we should hear the new one. What do you think?
Yeah, this is a Cute Mania Live exclusive. The first ever listen.
Premiere, yeah.
It is a premiere. The first ever public listen.
Yeah, but it's still not going to be out until the 21st.
21st of September.
I promise you this. This is you have my word, because other bands have done this. They've sent me things that aren't out yet. You will not hear it any other time other than right now. The only other times that I will hear it is if I feel like to hear it again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like feel free to listen to it. That's for sure.
I'm not gonna stream anything, so like if you
thank you.
If you really want to hear this song, and you're not watching the show, you're missing out. But if you're watching later, you might want to screen record or something. It's not gonna be very good, but like if you screen
hey, yeah. The first Catatoneya bootleg.
And do not send me a DM and say, hey, send me that file. No. I've never had anybody do that, but still.
Hey, the 21st, it'll be out there for everybody.
Okay.
Don't gotta wait that long.
What is this one? Why is this so heated?
About an old romantic interest, about an old romantic interest, just like so many classic songs are, So that's what it spawned through something like that I was involved. It was pretty, basic story, but strong feelings, invoke music, I guess, so that's why I did that. And then I think the name just came from the lyrics of the chorus, kind of came about that way,
Gotcha.
So I was singing the song. I was like, that sounds like a good word to call this song, you know. Also, I feel like Heat's a decent name for it, you know, good pace song, you know, good energy to it. So I feel like that it kind of goes with it, you know.
How many tracks will be on the album when it comes out?
11, I believe, but
Wow.
10, I guess. One of them's kind of an interlude
Gotcha.
kind of track, a short little piece.
This is one of them, and this is called Heat. It comes out everywhere on the 21st, but you get to listen to it on the Keep Me Up tonight.
Let's
Here it
go.
is, Catatoneya. My cat caught me off guard with the end of the song.
Yeah, I saw. It looked like the cat was jamming.
This is Murphy.
Hey, what's up, Murph?
He's something. He's a cat for sure.
Say hello,
That's
everybody.
true.
Hey, hello, world. I just sit in the house and sleep all day, and sometimes I poop on the floor, and sometimes I poop on the table.
I love cats,
He's
man. I love
purring,
cats.
He needs his back nails trimmed. The fronts I got declawed, but his back ones, when they get long, I call it his heels. Your heels are clicking. Yeah. But he won't let me. He won't let me. I mean, I can hold him there, you know, just like I was, but I can't hold him. You know, like he doesn't like that.
Really?
So I have to basically take him to the vet to get his nails trimmed. But I haven't done that
Yeah.
yet. I haven't made a special trip. So it's a yearly clip. But it's starting to get annoying already. So I might have to. He won't let me do it. He just will not let me do it. So,
Vision's such a little sweetheart. He'll let me do whatever to him. He doesn't care about nothing. He's such a chill little guy.
Vision. Hey Murphy, there's a vision. Do you see the vision, Murphy?
Kind of funny. Anytime I hear like vision in anything, I like always relate it to vision. Like a vision in a song, vision in a show. Anytime someone says anything about vision or seeing, I'm like, oh yeah, I got a vision too.
Now, okay. Now, does vision? This is a good cat question. Hi, Vision. Hi,
Yeah, he's talking. He wants to be involved.
Murphy's a mute. He doesn't. He does meow at times, but not like that very often.
Yeah,
He'll look at
Vision
me-
Vision
he'll
will
look at
talk
me
to
and
you.
go, but nothing comes out.
Really?
Yes, that's why I got him. That
Huh.
was the selling point.
Yeah.
But no, so okay, so sometimes, well, a lot of the time, Murphy will just get up on like the coffee table or just somewhere near where I'm sitting, or sometimes far away from where I'm sitting, and just
Yeah.
stare at me. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
eat anything. His litter box is fine. He's got food. He's got water. But he will just. It's like. Just just staring at me. Does your cat ever do that? And not move?
Yeah, maybe he does
Have
sometimes,
you
and I
not
just don't
noticed?
take note
You
of it.
might
He
want to
definitely
notice.
stares at me, but like I've not like notably for like an extremely long period of
Oh, it's
time.
like.
Normally Vision just wants attention. He just comes up and comes over to you and gets all in your space.
Yeah, he'll get up. He'll get up. Well, okay, so my big screen TV in the living room, I broke the stand on it on the 4-year show, bringing it in here. And
Dang.
it's just a shitty setup anyway, but I need to upgrade because the thing's old and it's anyway. So the TV is now on my couch because it can't stand up anymore. So just have it on the couch. Well, he purposely gets in front of the TV, just sits.
Oh, Vision does that. Vision
Sits there
does
and looks
that
at
for
me.
sure.
I'm like, come on, man. Like you know what's so then because it's usually I don't have like cable or TV or satellite or anything. I don't watch TV, but since my computer's hooked up to it, so I'll just take the mouse and start tracing the mouse around it, and then
Does he chase it?
That gets his attention, yeah, and then he
Yeah.
mm-hmm. That's how we do that. He doesn't
That's
know that's how
funny.
we do that, but that's how we do that.
That's funny.
So what is it? October the 4th? Is that what it is?
October the 4th, yeah.
Exactly a month away.
Exactly a month
the 4th.
away.
Today's the 4th.
Yep.
May the 4th be with you, but that's in May.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take it anyway.
Yeah. So we got Source. We have Haven State. We have Catatoneya. And what was the other one? Foamer.
Foamer.
Foamer. I'd like to get those guys on too. Foamer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, hey, they'll be there. So
Yeah. I think I've talked to them maybe once. I can't remember. I don't know. You know how many bands I talked to in a day?
probably quite a few.
But I love it. It's awesome. I will be at that show. I will see you there. We'll party it up. We'll bang our heads together in unison, like the night of.
Sounds like a great time. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Oh, you know I'm gonna do. Are you wearing bell bottoms this time? That's what I need to know.
I might. Those bell bottoms are my classic Catatonia show pants right now.
Yeah, you should market those as well. I might have to get some show pants.
Yeah, get a pair of Catatonia bell bottoms. You got your head in the right space.
I do. I'm a marketing machine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
That sounds like a good idea. I might have to get on that.
I brought you guys up some goodies, some stickers and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I got these big ass bad boys with my new website.
Nice.
Not really new anymore. It came out in January. CuteManiaLive.com. Check it out if you want to. There's some shit about me on there and other kind of crap if you want to look at it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Let's see. I will be back next Friday, right? Friday the 13th. Bum, bum,
Oh yeah,
bum.
you did say you had something going on
I
there.
need one of those bump. I don't see. I need to. I have 36 places I can put samples on here, so I need to. I'll get it ready.
I bet you will.
I have Rachel or Rochelle. I need to figure it out which one it is. Lauren from Hellbent, and hopefully Vince, her DJ, will be on as well at 8 p.m. on Friday the 13th.
Awesome.
Might have to get Phil out. Okay, Phil, you don't know about. I don't think you know about Phil. Phil is. I have this gigantic skull. It's just a skull. It's not a whole skeleton. It's just the skull. It's massive.
Yeah.
It's like for your porch for Halloween, but I don't use
Right.
it for that. I use it for whenever I want to. You know. So,
Yeah.
Being Friday the 13th, I'm gonna have to get Phil out. Phil sits right beside me, and his eyes just glow like they change colors. So
You should definitely get Phil out. I'm kind of sad I missed out on Phil.
I might
I'll have to
get
tune
Phil
in.
I might have to get Phil here in a second. I want to show you something real quick, and I've done this on the show before, but I did a remodel of the space here since you've been on. So
Okay.
when you were on before, I can just reach up here and move this, but since you've been on before, I wasn't in this room. This is a totally separate room.
I was going to mention that it looked
This was
different,
the
but I
wall.
wasn't sure.
This was the wall, and basically we were in that room, and the wall was facing where we are now. So
Yeah.
that's the old space. So basically, I got this wall completely taken out. This is now it's a 2-bedroom home because, you know.
Yeah.
That's where we play music in there now, and so now we have 2 separate spaces, and then the Cute Media Live happens over here. So,
Hey, that's pretty awesome, man.
and
The new studio.
I got the carpet taken out of here because carpet's dirty. You know, everybody knows that, and I put hardwood throughout the whole.
Oh yeah,
So
love a hardwood floor.
I wanted to show you that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Let's see.
The brand new studio.
What else do you have coming up other than the show that I'm going to see you?
So we got a show in November too. Here, let me pull it up. We got it in November. It's something teenth. That's gonna be announced. It's not announced yet. But it's gonna be announced shortly. I'll pull it up right now.
Keep me alive.
Yeah. So we got. I've never met these guys before, so if I butcher the name, Moravian. We're gonna be playing with them November 7th at Spirit, which is I'm excited about. I love playing Spirit. Spirit's a good spot.
You know who's playing at Spirit? It might have already happened. I don't know. I was going to go to it, but Russian Circles. Have you heard of them?
No.
They're like instrumental freaking badassery is what they are. Like I think they're from Chicago, and I've always wanted to see them, but it's not in the plans.
Yeah.
I got a lot of travel coming up. I'll be in Allentown in October. I think it's the week after your show. Going to Allentown to see Lives Lost and No Trees Touch the Sky up in. I've never been to Allentown, so be up there and you know I travel all over the place.
Hey.
We were talking about Nashville last time you guys were on when you met God. I was in Nashville for Dale Gordon is the very first guest that was on the show. My buddy that I went to high school with, but he lives in Nashville now, and he got married and went down there this summer and hung out with him and stuff. That was crazy.
Do you like Nashville?
I never saw the city because he lives north of the city, and they got married at a state park east of the city, so I never did see it.
Yeah, doing wedding stuff the whole time you were down there then.
But it was an 80s hair metal wedding, so it was badass.
Oh, it's pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah,
if you ever get a chance to go down again, you should check out the city. It's really cool to see.
I need to get down there and you know, when he's not getting married and things like that, you know, just hang out with him because you know he knows all the local spots and where to see bands and shit. So
yeah. We have a friend that plays music in that area. His name's Drew Elliott. If you ever see him on a bill when you're down there, you should check him out.
Dale might even know him. I don't know. I mean,
maybe you do.
The scene's awesome down there. You know, from what I hear. You know.
Yeah.
It's not all country like they say.
Yeah. Hey.
And you don't always have.
Yeah, this guy definitely isn't country either. So.
Yeah. I hear it's a good scene. I do want to get down there and be able to hang out with him and stuff. And
you definitely should, man.
On Broadway, I think it's Broadway, right? Broadway's.
That's where we were before our show during the day, hanging out.
Where was it that you guys played? I can't remember.
Oh boy.
Remember where you met God? Now this is what we're talking about. You have to go back to.
Yeah, you got to watch the old episode to get that story. Happy Dog or something like that.
I'm sure it's on there too. Where you played.
Yeah, I mean that was a little while ago now. It was like 3 years ago or something like that. 4 years ago.
Do you have a tour planned? Like, do you want to do that again? That same kind of deal when the album comes out or after the album?
So we don't have anything planned right now. But I'm always trying to get us out on weekenders.
Hinders that, you know, because.
Yeah. Also, like I was saying this before, but I find it much more convenient for us right now to do weekends. We did like the big long tour. You know what I mean? It'd be great to do that again. Hopefully develop like some sort of. Hey, if you're out there, check us out. Some sort of fan base in those areas. But I find when we play weekends, it's nice because we can go out and play all like the good nights and then come home, have spent less of our own money, and then do more of that instead of doing like one solid chunk week where we're playing some random place on a Wednesday night or on a Tuesday night. You know, we can just do we can just do a bunch of different Fridays and Saturdays. You know, which works out a lot better for us. You know, so I don't know if we're. I mean, obviously, I hope there will be big, long tours on our horizons. But right now, I think we're kind of focusing on just getting out for a weekend. But there's going to be plenty more of those for sure. Last one we did was in June, which this year was a little shy on it. We only got to go out a couple times. But if I have anything to say about it, we're going to be hitting plenty of weekenders.
I want to direct you towards a guy I know in Toronto named Jay Cabrera. He does an internet radio show, a couple of them actually. And he just interviewed me for my electronic stuff. He does them on Instagram. It's called Friday Night Hour with Jay Cabrera, and I'll link you guys together. And
please do. I'd love to do that.
He can have you guys on his show too because
I'd love to do that.
He's doing the damn thing also, you know. So
yeah, absolutely. That'd be awesome. That'd be super awesome.
I said yes, I'll be on your show, but then you have to come on my show. So I had him on I think it was last week. I had him come on.
Nice. That's cool, man.
He's also a singer songwriter, and he's a seasoned veteran in the industry, and has done a lot of things for the industry. So
That's great. Yeah, I'd love to talk to him. It'd be great if you could introduce us, or electronically introduce us.
Yeah, I will electronically have you shake hands with each other.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
We'll get in a circle and we'll just go team, or whatever they do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Something
hands in.
We'll do that at Smalls also.
Sounds good.
The playing us out of the show is a band that the Gloomer that's from Pittsburgh. You know them.
Yep.
They put up something on their Instagram recently about anybody that knows bands that can open up for this band that's coming through Pittsburgh. They're called Careen. Careen. I figured we'd play them out of the show because shit's good.
I think I might have heard of them before, to be honest.
I think they picked up a band. I don't know where they're playing. It's not been announced yet.
Okay.
Either that or I haven't looked hard enough. But I figured we'd play Neto. Neto. I assume that's Neto, right? Neto.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Or Neto. Wasn't there a guy
One of the
in
two.
a movie that was Neto? Or I'm picturing a black guy with sunglasses. Was that from?
I'm not sure. Maybe I haven't seen the movie.
The Matrix. The guy from The Matrix, wasn't he? Maybe that's what it's about. I don't know.
Maybe that's what it's about. What was that? His name?
It was
That could have been. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Like that, yeah. Anyway,
Sorry for the Matrix fans out there.
I will recover from the box truck incident, and I will be at the show at Mr. Smalls to see you in Haven State and Source and Foamer.
Incredible.
On October the 4th. Is that right? Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be great to see you.
I will also be there up there on the 21st, September 21st, to see Dream the Heavy and the other bands. I can't remember right now. Gosh, we talked about some Vision. Vision, give me a
He's
minute.
making an appearance.
Vision. Murphy.
There he is. Say hi to the people, Vision.
Hi to the people. Oh. Hi to the people, Vision. That's just what you said to say. That's my Pittsburgh trip for this month. At this point, I'll be up to the 21st, and you ought to come out to that show. Come out to that show, and I'll bring you a preliminary sticker. And
the 21st.
Yeah, I think I have. I think. I will look after the show. I think I have a temporary tattoo left. I can bring you. If you come to the
I would love that.
Show. If you come to the Dream the Heavy show.
All right. September 21st, yeah?
September 21st, yes.
All right.
At Smalls. The same.
Sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me.
Oh, yeah. Dream the Heavy, Chips and Charge Ups, and the other band that I can't think of right now. So look it up on the internet, and you'll. I'm sorry, I can't think of the name. But, yeah. So thanks, Zach, for coming on. It's been awesome seeing you again.
It was awesome seeing you. It was awesome being on.
It was awesome being. The month's gonna fly by, and I'll see you very soon. And hopefully the 21st. Come on up, and I'll try to save you a temporary tattoo if you don't make it the 21st. Blah, blah, blah. But only for you.
I would love it either way.
Stamp it to your forehead for your show. You know.
I will. You bring a temporary. If I don't see you on the 21st, and you bring a temporary tattoo the 4th, I will put it on my forehead for that show for sure.
Oh wait. I gotta get the right one.
For sure.
So goofy. The show hasn't changed, right? It hasn't changed one bit. Sounds a little bit better, maybe. I don't know.
Sounds a little better. You got some special effects pumping.
Yeah, I need to work on those.
Hey, I think it's cool, man. I think it's cool. Plus, you got the new room. I would say it hasn't changed in spirit, but you've brought it into the future of technology.
Gigantic gamer desk. I can put anything. I have room for other things up here. You know, it's fantastic. So.
Hey, that's awesome.
It's all thanks to you guys. You know. Yeah. Hey, I'll see you soon, Zach. Be good. I'll
see you soon. Thank you for having me on.
Box trucks fuck with you because you got a show to play on October 4th. So
I'll be out there dodging those box trucks. That's for sure. I'll be looking out for that guy.
Every box truck you see, if you're walking along the road, just punch him, just for no reason.
All right, just for you.
Tell them it's from Keep Me Alive. I'll vouch for
I will.
All right, man. Here's Careen with Neto. Who knows? I believe they're from Florida. I think if that rings a bell.
Okay.
Here is them, and I will see everybody on Friday the 13th with Phil right beside me. Phil the Skull. I might go get him here in a second.
That's sweet, man. Phil.
It's my fault.